Hi, I greet this day with love in my heart. Welcome to Institute of Mind Dynamics. Today, the tip of the day is AC technique. Angel cocktails technique. For the last four episodes I'm talking. It is the fourth part, and I'm today talking about serotonin. So one of the compound chemical. Be with me. Before that, today being Thursday, the 25th April 2019. Let's make this day worth remembering. Well, the same day, 25th April 1982, our DD Doordarshan telecasted first time in color. All the people ran towards the TV show. They saw that it's color telecasting has been done. And today, the 25th April is considered to be DNA, International DNA, deoxide ribonucleic acid, they call it. At the same time, today, 25th April is also considered to be Penguin Day. Now, a few moments, I would like to take all of you to the Antarctic, where the southern hemisphere, lot of penguins do live. You know that. Penguin live Antarctic, Netherlands, Australia, some of them in South Africa also, Chile, and there are many. There are 17 species are supposed to be living in those areas. They're starting from 17 inches to 3.3 feet tall. That is called imperial penguin, they say. Do you know one thing about the penguin? They live together and they know how to identify their own kith and kin through their voice, the modulation. They have got a peculiar voice. Okay, so they'll be able to do it. They will with a group of 30 minimum to 3,000 at a time. And one more good thing about penguin is they normally share the food along with others. They won't eat alone. The third thing is the penguin doesn't lay egg in the nest. Particularly that imperial penguin, they lay their egg on the feet. They keep it on the feet, incubate it and hatch it till such time they'll hold it. And the male penguin always feed the female one. And you would have seen in the Discovery Channel, all the penguins, when they want to express their love, they will rub their neck with the other one. It looks so beautiful to see that. So today's few things about penguin I just said. Well, now coming to my subject, serotonin. It is one of the chemicals in the brain, like dopamine I talked about, oxytocin I talked about, today serotonin. The serotonin is a neurotransmitter, which is responsible for sleep, memory, and of course, if it is depleted, it goes to depression. So when I say sleep is a vital factor for our life. Yes or no? Similarly, our memory is also one of the vital component we possess to prove ourselves in this world. Without memory, nothing can be done. So I have taken the serotonin subject very seriously. Now, how does this helps one to augment all these qualities? Now, sleep, we need 8 hours, 5 to 8 hours a day to rejuvenate, restore, of course. And that sleep, what happens? It grow our muscles and helps to do other activities. You got it? So sleep is the must. Similarly, the memory, the one which it carries with us throughout our life. In order to build a beautiful memory, serotonin is very much required. Serotonin has got its very, it's got a sympathy and empathy factor. If anything happens around you, the serotonin will be with you. For example, there's a lady she's in the verge of retirement, say about 59 years or almost verge of retirement. She's a professor and taking her classes. She's actually professor for engineering and taking thermodynamics subject in that class session. One side girls were sitting, other side boys were sitting, and they are all listening to her. When she started about the topic, the thermodynamics, one bold girl stood up and said, "Ma'am, it's getting bored. Can you say something apart from the subject?" The lady said, "Okay, I'll tell you the story. And do you want a real story or a story which you wanted to know?" A boy stood up and said, "Ma'am, we want a real story." "Okay, please sit down," she said, and started telling a story. It's a true story, happened in near Ludhiana in Uttar Pradesh. Somewhere in the corner of the village, a Orthodox family, 50 years back I'm talking about, this lady said, a girl was born in an Orthodox family. Those days, even the age after 5-6, they'll get married to somebody. So this girl was married at the age of 6. And at the age of 11, she became widow because the boy was dead. And those people, when she become a widow, they will not take her to anywhere like marriage, function, or any auspicious thing. That girl will be prevented. So somehow the parents took her to one of the marriage which took place in that village in the house itself. She was made to be in the backyard of the house covered with a mat and told her not to come out because other people will think otherwise. So this girl was hidden behind the mat and these people were enjoying the marriage occasion. Somehow or other this girl peeped out of the mat quite often and this was noticed by a boy, a young man, and he fell in love with her, looking at her beauty. So what he did, he took a sheet of a paper and wrote something and she pressed the paper and threw it on her and she went inside the marriage hall. This girl opening the page, the sleepy page, and started crying. You know why? She's illiterate. She never been to school. She didn't know what that the letter says. And the same day, the family took her back to her home. And this girl, with a little bit of, courage, she approached her father and said, "Father, can you please send me to school at least? I wanted to learn, read and write and speak." The father thought, okay, but it is against their orthodox. So somehow or other, this girl was sent to school. The school, from there she came to Ludhiana and started educating herself. And suddenly one girl became impatient in the classroom. She stood up and said, "Ma'am, it's okay, what happened to the girl?" You know what that lady said? "The girl is speaking to you right now." Now few moments, the entire classroom becomes silent. And one boy asked her, "Ma'am, could you able to read that paper?" She said, "Yes, I read it at the age of 42. It said I wanted to marry you. I don't know who's that guy. Today I am there standing in front of you as a professor," she said. Now I just told about a story and there is some feelings and there is some information I given you. Suddenly what happens in our brain, when we feel sympathized, our brain segregates a enzyme that is serotonin. Serotonin is very good for, as I said, sleep. The lacking of serotonin causes you insomnia, the sleepless disease like. And the second thing, it's very good for memory. So what I say, read and listen and observe people are around you. Have sympathy and empathy to make something good. If you want to help somebody, help them. If you find some poor fellow, make him to be happy by giving some alms, food, something like that. All this can be done through your willingness. Okay, now the techniques today is to energize the serotonin, the chemical in your brain. Simply you recite mantras, anything, or recite poems. Okay, incantation, affirmation can help you. All that can be the vital factor for energizing the particular chemical called serotonin in your brain. Okay, I strongly believe that sleep is essential for human being. At the same time, when you have the sleep, you are what you call beautiful for your life. But when you know what is memory, it's going to be a life. So sleep make you to survive, and memory make you to live. Last but not the least, everybody has dark and light side of the life. This is why human soul is so close to penguin. Thank you for watching. I catch you later. May all be blessed.